Hi, and welcome to this 10-minute de-stress and energizing workout. This is a fabulous workout to do first thing in the morning, just to boost your energy and get you moving for the day, get those feel-good hormones all the way through the body. Also a great workout to do if you've been sitting at your desk for quite a while and you want a little bit of a break, just to relax everything and just get a little bit more energy through the body. Now it really helps if you smile, because that's going to bring the serotonin in too. So we're going to do a nice big smile as we start, taking the feet about hip width apart. If you're not sure what that means, we're going to take both feet together. You turn the toes to the corners in a first position, lift up the heels and place them down on the ground. And then we're just going to start with a nice big fan up. And we're releasing down. Let's do that again. Nice big fan to the ceiling. Breathe in. And release down. Give me one more. And relax. Okay, just rolling those shoulders forward for me. Roll forward. Lovely. Nice big moves with those arms. Rolling those shoulders forward and forward. So we're going to go the other way now. So we're rolling those shoulders back. Try and take them back past. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades. Take them back past the ears. And now we're just going to float those hands up to the ceiling. So we're floating up. And we're floating back down, and we're going to drop down into 2 squats. So we drop for 1, release, and 2. Okay, and you're noticing that each time I'm doing those squats, I'm keeping my heart elevated. So we're going to take the hands in front, we're sitting the bottom back, as like I'm about to sit in a chair, and then I change my mind. So arms are coming up, float them up, float them down, and 2 squats. Let's do that again. I love this move. So floating those fingers up. Breathe in, take them down. 2 squats. And one more for me. Okay, we're just going to open up the hips. So we're going to circle all the way to the back and circle all the way to the front. And again, circle all the way to the back and all the way to the front. There should be a slight softening in this supporting leg. And this lovely hip opening move is fantastic if you've been sitting down all day, or even when you first get out of bed. So we're just going to start to make those joints, get a little bit of fluid through the joints, a little bit of oil if you like, in those joints. Then we're going to switch to the other side, toe facing forward, and just opening up those hips for me, and coming forwards, and again taking that back for me. Well, you might find, like me, one side it's a little bit easier, a little bit harder to balance, and that's okay. It's good to challenge our balance. Sometimes we wobble a little, sometimes we shake a little, sometimes we even fall, and that's okay as long as we just get back up and keep going. Now I want you to make sure that through this you're engaging the core. Then we're just going to get a little bit of balance going, so I want you just to hug that knee into your chest. Flexing the foot, just hold. To help with your balance, you're just going to focus on something about 1 meter in front of you. I'm just going to keep your eye gaze there. Don't move your eye gaze away. Keep it on something still, something that doesn't move. Just a spot on the floor is absolutely fine. Good. And release. Okay, now, keeping those feet hip width apart, we're going to open up the chest, give ourselves a hug for 3, 2, 1, and then we hug, tucking the chin down. We open for 3, 2, 1, and hug. I want you just to feel all that stress and tension just coming out of the shoulders. That's where I carry all my tension. Let me show you from the side. We're going to tuck the head down. Open 3, 2, 1, tucking that head down. And then one more. 2, 1. Okay, from the side I'm going to show you. We're going to take the fingers up to the ceiling and squeeze the shoulder blades. I'll show you that from the front. Little bend in the knee, taking the fingers up and squeezing the shoulder blades. And you'll notice that my elbows are coming back past my ears, so behind my head as I bring that down. So lifting up and down. Just give me a couple more like this. So taking those fingers up to the ceiling, engaging through that core, and then one more time. Good. Release it down. Now we're going to tuck the chin. And I want you just to roll the chin down onto the chest. bring those shoulders forward and start to round through the spine. And imagine you're separating each vertebrae as you go down. I want you to go down as far as you can, with your legs straight. So that might just be to shin height for you. It might be all the way down to the floor. Everybody's going to be different, but I want you to try and keep those legs nice and straight. Dropping the head down for me. You can hold on to the feet, the ankles, the shins. Don't push on that knee joint though, just holding here. And now we're going to draw a figure of 8. So we're going to go all the way around. Just enjoying that figure of 8. And you're transferring the weight a little bit from side to side. As we drop the head down. And then we're going to just start to release up. So core switched on, engage that core. We're going to bring, you can bend the knees if you need to as you're coming up. We're just going to start to stack the vertebrae one on top of the other. As we come up all the way to the top, bringing the head up last. That's lovely. Okay, I want you to step nice and wide. Toes are going to come out to the corners. And it's just a slow sumo squat. So we're going to come down and lift. Dropping down, sumo squat. And lift it up. Okay. One more. We're holding it here this time. And we're going to take hands to the thighs. Push your hands down onto the thighs. And now I want you to take this right hand. You're going to push into the thigh and the shoulder comes away. So you're pushing out into that inner thigh. You should feel a nice stretch there and mobilizing through the spine. Now just start to look up, just slightly over the shoulder. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. So again, you're keeping both the legs bent here. And we're just twisting through that spine, pushing the shoulder forward towards the ear and pushing the hand away onto the thigh. That's good. Now turning the toes forwards. Again, don't hang on to the knee joint. You're going to keep the hands on the thighs. We're going to squat down and then we're going to extend those legs. So we squat down, lifting the chest, and we're going to extend the legs. I'm going to show you that from the side. We're squatting down, nice and wide in those legs. And we're going to extend. And then we drop down and we extend. Excellent. One more. Bend those knees. This time walking the feet in, coming all the way up to standing. And now we're going to step it back into a lunge. So the right leg is going to step back. We step, drop, up and in. So nice, slow, controlled moves. Now I don't mind if you're going slower than me. I don't really want you to go faster than me. And you'll notice I'm trying to keep my chest up again. So as I drop into that lunge, I don't bring my body forwards, okay? Keeping the shoulders back. Just dropping down into that lunge. And it doesn't even have to be a big drop. You can just do a small move. This time, as you drop, you're going to lift the arms up and release it. So we step, as you lift those arms, you'll see that I'm pushing my hips forwards. So I'm stepping back into that lunge, pushing my hips forwards and stepping in. And that's stretching out through my hip flexors. Let's do a couple more like this. So stepping, dropping, stepping, dropping, and release. Good. Now, one of my favorite moves. We're going to step into a nice wide stance. And we're going to round the shoulders. So I want you to open up the palms for me first of all. As we step into the stance, we're going to round the back. We're going to come up, squeezing the shoulder blades behind. We're going to round the spine again. And we're going to step in and cross behind, opening up. Stepping wide for me, dropping the chin. Really rounding through that spine, open up. Drop down again. And step behind, crossing over. Let's do the other side. So we're going to come over. Open. Over. Step behind, open up the palms, over, stepping nice and wide, squeezing the shoulder blades as we come down, rounding through the spine, and now we're going to step the feet together. This is our last one, so feet will come together. Fabulous. Now, feet again, hip width apart. Remember, if you need to, you just come into first position and lift up and placing those heels down. A little bit of mobilization now coming through our ankles. I want you just to rock forwards and backwards and up. So just a slight bend in the knee, but once again, keeping the heart elevated. So we're not taking too much weight forwards. We're just bending those knees and mobilizing through those ankles. Okay, now we're going to come up to the hips. Just a little bit of mobilization through the hips. We're going to just hitch the hip up. So we lift that heel up, a little hitch, and down, a little hitch through that hip. Just lifting up the hip. Good, a couple more. Let's do one more each side. Lifting up that hip. And then the last one on this side. And now I want you to imagine you've got a hula hoop around your waist, and you're going to just circle it all the way around. Oh, that feels nice. And let's go the other way. Again, you'll notice that I'm keeping my chest up, my heart elevated. Good. And release. Fabulous. Okay. Now, coming back to this balance that we did before, you're hugging the knee in. We're going to open up this time. We're going to close and we're going to release. And just one more on the other side, switching on our balance again. Now, if you don't want to come down on the floor, that's absolutely fine. You're going to roll your chin down like we just did, and you're going to stop at the point where you need to, and then roll yourself back up again, okay? But if you want to come with me, we're going to come down onto the floor, so we're going to inchworm ourselves out. I'll turn to the side so that you can see me. Chin is tucked down. I'm going to roll down, rounding my spine. This is going to really wake us up now, giving a bit of energy. You can bend your knees if you wish. And at this point, if you don't want to come on the ground, is where you're going to just roll yourself back up and just lift the arms overhead. And this is all you're going to do. Just keep doing that move. If you want to come down on the ground with me, we're going to round the shoulders, bend the knees. We're going to walk out, body out, into an inchworm. So into a nice flat back plank. If you need to at this point, you can drop down to the knees and hold here. Otherwise, we're on our toes. And we're going to then bend the knee, push the bottom of the ceiling, slightly bend the knees, and we're going to walk it all the way back. Come up and just extend. And let's do that again. So we're coming all the way down. You're either going to stop here and come up, or you're going to walk forward with me into inchworm. Nice flat back, drop to the knees if you need to. And we're going to walk those hands back again. Coming up, arms lifting up overhead. Let's go again. Make sure you're breathing, nice deep breaths. Open the mouth, really breathe. And walking back. Coming all the way up. Lovely work. Now, nice deep breath in, fan up. And release it down. Big fan. Don't forget that smile. It helps. And this time we're going to go with the fingers up towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, squeezing those shoulder blades behind. And again. Final thing that we're going to do is just roll the shoulders back. Try and release the tension in the shoulders. I like to keep my hands on my thighs, so I'm really opening up that chest. Opening up the chest and using the elbows. Okay, now we're going to take the whole arm all the way around. Past the ears. Coming forwards. Good, nice big range of movement here. And release, just shake everything off. Don't forget one final smile. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that energizing workout and you feel a little bit more energized and definitely de-stressed. Have a great day.